Hey guys, in this video I want to talk to you about Latin sentence patterns. Now I've told you in the past that Latin word order is much more flexible than English word order, so that the subject in Latin can be at the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence. The verb can be at the end of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence. You can move things around quite a bit in Latin. However, there are regular patterns that we see the more that we begin to read Latin. And when you notice these regular patterns, it's easier to translate Latin sentences. And so in this video, I want to show you the first two and the most simple Latin sentence patterns that you will see quite frequently as you begin to read and translate more and more Latin. For ease of use, we'll simply call them sentence pattern A and sentence pattern B. Now, sentence pattern A is just a simple combination of a subject noun and a verb. So, subject noun followed by a verb. This is a very, very common sentence pattern in Latin. So, you might have something like, the girl, puella, sees. Vidette, the girl sees. Here we have our nominative noun, so it's labeled as subject noun. And here we have a third person singular present tense ending, and we're simply going to label that verb. You can label it as an action verb if you want, but it's not necessary. The pattern is simply subject noun verb. Now the second pattern that I want us to see is also very simple, but instead of having an action verb, it contains a linking verb. That is a form of the verb sum. So for instance, we might see, let me write the pattern first. We'll first have our subject, then we'll have our linking verb. That will then be followed by what we call the predicate nominative. Now, if you'll recall, a predicate nominative is a noun in the nominative case, but it's not functioning as the subject. Instead, it's functioning in the predicate, that is the verb side of the sentence. So we'll see what that looks like in Latin. Let's start with the same noun with a nominative ending on it. So puella is our subject, followed by a linking verb. Est. The girl is, we'll say, a student. Discipula. And you'll notice here, discipula has an A on it. That's the first declension ending. And it's nominative and singular, just like our subject. We'll label this as our linking verb. We'll label this as our predicate nominative. The main thing that you have to remember with the sentence pattern A is that you'll have two nominative nouns in your sentence with a linking verb. And the rule is that the first nominative noun is your subject, and the second nominative noun is your predicate nominative. We'll learn more sentence patterns later, but this is a good place to start. Subject noun verb is pattern A. Subject noun linking verb predicate nominative is pattern B. I'll see you next time.